This will work on current gen and next gen. It's the same exact gameplay, and so will the dribble moves. Today I'm going to show you all how to do every dribble move in 2K23. You can have on my exact moves, but it doesn't mean you're going to know how to do them. So please watch the entire thing. It's only going to benefit you. And also, this is going to take a very long time to do, so please drop a like and let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm actually going to go from beginner all the way to expert. I'm showing you every move in the entire game today. Let's hop into the my court. I'm going to show you guys it all. Now, the reason I'm going to start this way is so that every time you do moves and change out your dribble moves, you're going to know exactly what they do for you. So the first one is going to be your signature size up, and there's multiple different things that gives you. The first one is your step back, which is simply right trigger, or of course R2 if you're on PlayStation, and down on the right stick, just down. That's it. Now, that's a very simple move, but there's very many things you can do out of it. You can speed boost into the paint. You can speed boost out if you take the right angle. You can use this as the start of your combo and then do whatever else you want to do. You can do anything and then you can start from that. You see what I'm saying? You can even do a nice clean misdirection. So if the ball is in my left hand, I'm gonna step back and then point my right stick to the right after a little pause. So watch, I'm gonna pause and then boom, just like that, and you get a little misdirection. Also, your signature size up is tied to this move right here. So this, all you do, if the ball is in my right hand, I'm gonna hold turbo, and this is no left stick required, but of course you're gonna want to use your left stick to move out of the move. So I'm gonna hold turbo and then hit up diagonal left on my right stick. So just like that. Now it's in my left hand, I'm gonna hit up diagonal right on my right stick. Now, if you want, you can also combo it. So you can go to the left and then also to the right. You see what I'm saying? Or you can do it really fast and it's gonna give you that right there. So you can do two of them like this, and then you can also go again with the misdirection that I showed you guys from the signature size up. Now, the next thing that you can do is you flick it and then you run out of it just like that. So it depends on the angle that you run, but if you run the right angle, you're gonna get really good speed boost depending on your signature size up. The one that I'm using is Paul George. Now, of course, out of this, once again, you guys can do anything you want to do. It depends on the moves that you want to dribble with. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything out of certain moves. So don't just do one move and that's it. Of course, learn it, but then learn that and then learn other combos you can do with it as well. Now, I believe I'm using something that no one else is, and it's been helping me so much on this game. It is your moving crossover tied with your signature size up. So watch this. I'm going to do my Paul George like I just said, and then this move right here, and it's going to throw me towards the rim. Now, that moving crossover you might think is so hard to do. It's actually not. It's simply up on the right stick with turbo. See, just like that, up on the right stick with turbo. And of course, if you want to do it where you're running, you have to run at the right angle as well, and it's going to give you that really nice cross. So you guys might have been seeing in my gameplays, I'll do something like this, and then bang, into the rim, just like that. So the Paul George moves you to the side really good. Now, you can also, you know, rim run out of that, but I really like the crossover for cutting. The cutting, like, just gives you a better angle. That one, your moving crossover is James Harden. So once again, signature size up is Paul George, your size up escape is Paul George, and then your moving crossover, which is up on the right stick, is James Harden. All right, the next move is your moving behind the back. This is going to create you a lot of separation, especially on the threes, pro-am, rec, whatever, but even on the twos, ones court, whatever. As you see, you're going to run down, and when you're running down, you want to flick your right stick to the left if the ball is in your right hand, and the right stick to the right if the ball is in your left hand. So I'm gonna run down and just boom, flick to the left, that easy. Once again, now I'm running down left, flick it to the right, behind the back, just like that. It's gonna create you a lot of separation, and that moving behind the back that I'm currently using is Zach LaVine. Now on my 6'1", I'm able to use Damian Lillard. I also really like Damian Lillard if you're able to get it. Now this move right here is very important, and it doesn't matter what you have on. There's nothing to equip, it just gives it to you. It's pretty much usable on every single player in the game. You're gonna hold turbo up on the right stick, down on the left stick, just like that, every single time. This is my favorite move in 2K23 because you can do so much out of it. You can run inside. You can also, let's say you're at the mid range and you want to go back for a three, you snatch and then you run outside. It's going to give you really, really good speed out of this snatch, and you can do as many angles as you can really come up with. But what I really like is that you can combo it with your Paul George. You see what I'm saying? There's so many things you can do with it. Now, I don't know if you guys have caught on yet, but this does not use your adrenaline. A lot of my dribble moves do not use adrenaline. It's only when you burst out of it. So when you're ready to burst, that's when you're going to use your one adrenaline. But you can sit there and dribble and just find a way to get around your opponent before you even use an adrenaline. Now, this next one is so extremely important because it's very glitchy this year. I mean, very glitchy paired with this step back. It is your basic spin. It's what we use every single year as a spin. So you're just running straight. You have to be at a straight angle and then spin back. That's it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at, if the ball's in your right hand, around 1 o'clock and go down to around 6 o'clock. If the ball's in your left hand, you're gonna run down, get that straight angle, and go from about 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock, as you see, just like that. Now, you don't have to pair this with the spin back because it could be hard to time for you, but check this out. You just do the spin, it's going to put you back pretty far, and you're able to create a lot of space off of that. So what's very good about this move is the fact that, of course, as you guys know, finishing is very good this year. So just say you're comboing up, right, and then you go in, he thinks you're going to just do a dunk. Nope, you spin back, and you have a three-pointer just like that. I mean, it's very OP, especially if you get really good with it and know how to do it. So this move also goes perfect with your moving step back. As you guys will see, I'm going to run down, hit that, and then also do a moving step back. And you get so much room out of it, and you can also speed boost out of this moving step back. Of course, if I had adrenaline, it would look a lot better. Now, your moving step back can be used also for running straight to the left or to the right. So say I'm dribbling, I do this, then I just flick down on the right stick. That's all it is, down on the right stick, and you're gonna get that moving step back. So you want to run straight to the right or straight to the left to get the angle, and you can do your moving step back and then speed boost out of it. Now, the moving step back that I'm currently using is Luka Doncic. So as you see, you're also able to get this right here, which is called an Asta slide, but it does not look as good unless you're using moving step back normal. I actually really like moving step back normal as well, so I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to throw it on and show it to you why I really like it. Okay, this one's a tiny bit more into the advanced section, although it's kind of easy. It's hard to explain, but this is called the Asta slide. So I'm going to be running up. When I run up and I'm ready to do my move, I let go of turbo and just flick down on the right stick, just like this. Let go of turbo, down on the right stick. The reason a lot of people used it last year was to do a crab shot, if you guys know what that is. But the reason I like to use it this year, as you guys will see, if you're slashing, right? And say you run down, you flick it, boom. It gives you a just really quick switch of hands, and it creates a lot of space, which you guys will see in a game. It's going to be able to be seen a lot easier. So basically, you run down, let go of turbo, boom, hit down the right stick, and then back to your turbo. So you let go just to do the move, and then back to your turbo. It's going to switch your hands very fast. And I think this move is a very easy move, but also gives you so much space. It's going to help you out a lot. So if your play style is to really hunt for those threes, you probably want to use Luka step back, but if it's not, normal step back is very good for that Asta slide. Now, your dribble style is very hard to explain, but it's basically the way your player dribbles in total, like completely with every single move. As you will see, like, it's just hard to explain. Like, that crossover right there is going to be different. The little misdirection that I showed you guys earlier where you do that is going to be different depending on your dribble style. So basically, last year, if you were to do a move like this, depending on your dribble style, it would throw the ball instead of the one that I have on right now. It kind of like switches hands very smoothly. And the reason why I would usually use the one that threw the ball is because it would be faster, but the ones this year, you don't want to do that because you're going to get ripped a lot. So the one I'm using is Michael Jordan dribble style. Now, the last one, your moving hesitation, I really just don't use a lot, but what you're going to do, it's the same as your moving step back. You're going to run straight to the right or straight to the left and then flick to the right. It's going to give you that move right there. So you're going to run to the left, flick to the left, and then you're going to be able to run in. Now, as you guys seen, I got two different animations. It depends on how you flick your stick. If you go straight to the right, you're going to get that. But if you go like a little diagonal down, it's going to give you that little hop that I got a second ago, which I really don't use it a lot, so it's not a big deal to me, but it is a very good speed boost. So you guys can do what you want with that. The one I'm using is Rajon Rondo for your moving hesitation. So your spin back, you can do this moving or standing still. Your spin back, you're going to hold turbo, and then you're going to go, if it's in your right hand, from about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock all the way down to 6 o'clock. Now, as you spin that controller, that right stick down to 6 o'clock, you're going to hold down on the left stick. So watch this. You're going to hold down on your left stick, and it's going to give you that little spin back right there. All right, another one that I use from time to time is the standing spin. So as you'll see, the ball is in my right hand. I'm going to do the exact same thing as the moving spin back or the spin back, whichever one you want to call it. I'm going to hold turbo, go from about 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock, but this time I'm going to hold my left stick to the left, as you see, just like that. It's going to give you that really clean move, and you can speed boost really nice out of it as well. And it's also just going to throw off your opponents because a lot of people do not use that. Now, you can do the exact same thing with the ball in your left hand, right hand, but you can do it the same. I don't know how to explain it besides this, just watch. So I'm going to do the exact same spin, but the ball is in my left hand. It's going to like do a crossover and then spin back the other way. So if you want to do the normal spin, you're going to go from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So the ball's in my left hand, and if I want to do the normal one, I'm just going to go from about 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock, as you see. And if I want to do the opposite, I'm going to go from 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock in my right hand. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to switch it up, and they both are pretty much the exact same thing, by the way. All right, your next one, this one, depending on what you use, is going to give you a lot of speed. This one is more advanced than most of them. So I'm going to push my left stick to the left with turbo, of course, and then down to the right on the right stick. And as you see, it's going to give me that move right there. And you're able to just really speed boost very fast out of that. Now, depending on, of course, like I said, what dribble moves you have on, that is going to change. It's not going to look the exact same for you depending on what you have on. But as you see, you're also able to misdirection out of it. There's a lot of good moves that you can do. Now, that type of dribble right there, there's 3 different ones. The next one, you're going to hold turbo, of course. Then if the ball's in your right hand, you're going to go up to the left on your right stick. So up diagonal to the left on your right stick. As you do that, you're going to push down on your left stick, and you see you're going to get this move right here. So you can either let it play out, or you can run very fast out of it. You see what I'm saying? So you can either let it play out, do the whole animation, or you can just run very fast, whichever one you want to do. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is very similar or the same dribble move depending on which dribble moves you have on. But you're going to flick your right stick to the right, straight to the right if the ball's in your left hand, and your left stick to the left while holding turbo. As you see, it's going to give you that right there, and this is the other one that I just showed you. So they're very similar, but they're not the same move, and you can do all 3 of them together. As you see, it's a very nice combo, and it just looks very good. Now, this is the first one I'm going to warn you on. I do want you guys to master all of these, but these are going to be very hard to do for a lot of you guys. It took me a while last year to really get them down, and especially to do all 3 of them in the same combo. It does not, like, it's definitely not something you guys are going to learn in one day, most of you guys at least. Now, the next one is a combo that I guarantee you almost nobody has ever showed you, because a lot of people don't even know about it. This move is very cool. It is your standing hop. So the ball is in my left hand. I'm going to flick to the left with my right stick and to the right with my left stick, and it gives you this hop right there. Now, what you're able to do with that, of course, is you're able to like go down and speed boost. You know, it depends on your dribble style, but you can do this and then like hold turbo and misdirection out of it, like do a really fast speed boost. There's so many things you can do with this move. You can use it for the rest of your combos. You can also do this and then hop back, and it looks really cool. It's really honestly a move to just throw off your opponent because people don't do it, right? So you're gonna do that and then bam, speed boost out of it by holding turbo. Now, the next move I'm going to show you is your normal cross, and of course, once again, depending on your dribble moves, it can look different. So all you do, if the ball's in your right hand, is up diagonal to the left on your right stick. You're going to get this right here, and then you can speed boost out of that. So once again, depending on what you have, it's going to look different, but you can do this and then hold turbo and do a misdirection out of it. You can do this and then run to the side. There's very many moves you can do with literally just one flick, just like that. But of course, like I've said for years now, it's not about just being able to do one move. It's about being able to combo out of that. You see what I'm saying? So like you can do this and then step back and then hit that harden again, and you're going to be able to cross down and get that really nice dunk. It's going to give you a really good amount of space with all these moves if you use them correctly for your play style. Now, you guys will see me use this so much, and many people ask me how to do this. It's honestly one of the best moves in this game because it just throws people off. They don't expect you to do this. So check this out. I'm just going to run, stop, run again, and that's going to give me a very nice speed boost. As you see, it uses an adrenaline. There's a reason why it does that, because it's super fast. So literally all you do, this is for any move you do, so you can do any of these moves that I just showed you and then walk up, you know, depending on how it is. So like, watch this. I'm going to do my snatch, walk over here, stop, run out of it, just like that. So all you do, if you didn't see from the hand cam already, this move is going to help you so much, is you just run. That's it. So it depends on the angle you run as well. So watch, I'm going to run, stop, run, and then you can fade out of it as well if that's what you want to do. There's so many different angles you can take. So look, check this out. I'm going to run like I'm going in and then run going out. And that can really just throw off your opponents. There's so many things you can do that's going to throw off your opponents. That's why you need to learn every move, because once you start hitting the same combo over and over, good people are going to catch on to that. So you really have to just like throw different things into your bag. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you want to do, and the way that you're able to dribble and how you're being guarded on the play as well is very important. All right, so your next move is your behind the back. Now this one is not very hard to do either, but it's a little, I guess, more into the advanced section. You're going to be standing still, hold turbo, and then down diagonal to the left on your right stick and also down diagonal to the left on your left stick while holding turbo. So you see, just like that. Now, depending on what you do, it's going to give you a different move. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I have on some moves that kind of like make my behind the back kind of bad. But depending on what you have on, it's going to give you a lot of space. Now, the reason why I don't care about that is because I really don't use it a lot. What I do when I use it is my behind the back cancel. So you're going to do the exact same move, but in the middle of the move, you like flick down on the right stick. So look, I'm going to do the move down on the right stick, and it's going to give you that really cool looking cross. So look at that. You can speed boost out of it in any, angle, just like I showed you guys. And then you can also, wait, let me get the right move. There we go. You can also misdirection out of it. So I really like the behind the back cancel. It's something I use in almost every single game, and it's just a very good move. So say you're running to the left, you hit your behind the back, they think that you're gonna go that way. No, it cancels it, and then you go run in. So they think that you're gonna go to the right with your behind the back, it cancels, and you're able to run the other way. See what I'm saying? It's gonna help you out. I'm just trying to show you guys a little like what I would do in certain situations type thing as well. All right, so now I'm on my little 6'1" with a 98 ball handle, and as you guys can see, the dribble moves are a little bit different. But if you guys didn't watch the other part where I showed the advanced dribble moves, you need to see that as well, even if you just want these dribble moves. So the only ones here I'm going to talk about are the ones that are different from the other. Your first one is your signature size up, like I told you guys, is turbo, and then up diagonal on your right stick if the ball's in your left hand, up diagonal to the left if the ball is in your right hand. So as you see, you're going to flick it with no left stick, and then as it does the move is when you want to run out of it. That's how you're going to get your very fast speed burst. So you're going to flick it, wait like half a second, and then run out of it, and it's going to give you that super fast speed. Now this is Trae Young. Now once again, you're able to do a double combo if you want. So you want to flick it to the left, flick it to the right, and you can even flick your left stick again to the left or to the right and do a nice little misdirection out of it as well. So it really is up to you what you want to do, but of course I'm just showing you the way you can do whatever you want to do with it. Now the next one is your moving crossover. As you guys seen in the last one, it's going to be a lot different. All you do is hold turbo and flick up on the right stick. That's going to give you this little cross right here, and you can do two. Once again, as I told you guys, you can do two. It's going to give you that move right there. So you can do two real quick, and then you can go out this way, or you can misdirection as well, which is going to give you a lot of different speed and just kind of throw your opponent off from this move because it's not going to look the exact same. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to look a little different. Also, it gives you a tiny little snatch back as well, which could separate you and give you enough space to shoot. All right, so that moving crossover is Donovan Mitchell. If you flick it twice really quick up, you're going to be able to get that second move. By the way, I don't know if I explained it perfectly, but you just want to flick up 2 times very fast. So just double tap it and it gives you that right there, or you can tap it once and it gives you that move. Then you can also double tap and then run out of it, double tap and misdirection, whichever one you want to do as you see. Now, as I told you guys before, my moving behind the back on this build is different. You can see right there, gives you a lot of just really fast space, and usually you're not able to unlock it depending on your ball handle and stuff and your height, but this one is Damian Lillard, and it just gives you that really fast forward motion. So basically you can run up and then do your little, basic spin backwards as well. Now, I'm going to give you guys an extra. Something that's different from this build and my other one is my moving step back. As you guys have seen in a lot of my clips, it looks really good, and it's going to throw off your opponent extremely well depending on when you use it. And there's also multiple different animations you can get. So like some of them, it's going to give you a hop back, some of them is going to give you a spin back, and it depends on what you do. But all I do is double tap X. Now, like I said, it's going to give you multiple different animations. If you run like to the side, it'll give you that right there, and as you see, that is a kill. I mean, you are going to destroy your opponents with that move. But also is your moving step back is the exact same. So you're going to see right here, it's going to give you the same sort of spin and all of that, same little animations, not necessarily the same, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So what you want to do is you're running to the right, and I hold down diagonal on my right stick. You see what I'm saying? To the left. So watch this, to the left, boom, you're going to get that right there. So now I'm running left, I'm going to go down diagonal to the right on my right stick, but you don't want to hold it, or of course you're going to shoot. So you do this, and then check that out. Look at all that space. You might have a shot off that, but if you don't have a shot off it, guess what you can do? You can speed boost. But of course, right now I have no adrenaline, so let me get some adrenaline and show you. But I really like this move. It's just a nice little extra I want to show in there for you guys. As you see, I'm going to smack it right there, and then bang, I can speed boost out of it. Now, of course, just like every other move, you're able to do this move, and then depending on what hand you catch it in, you can misdirection out of too, but I have no adrenaline, so it's not gonna look nice. But you guys see what I'm talking about. Now, you can also shoot out of the shot of this little moving step back right there. As you guys will see, you're able to shoot out of it. Although it's not very easy to time because it's a crazy shot, it's also something that you can do just to add to your bag, you know, add to your dribble moves. It's something that's going to help you out a lot and just really cook your defenders on the court. The moving step back and your spin jumper is Allen Iverson. So Allen Iverson is going to give you this right here. Make sure you guys throw that on. You're going to love it. All right, guys, that is it for the video. If I helped you out, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, click one of these 2 videos. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace. Click one of these 2 videos. You're still listening to me talk. Click one of these 2. Get out of here. I helped you out already. Click one of these 2, and I'm out. Peace.